working in the organization. As you know that we were discussing about some other areas also like training and development, and we are talking about the talent acquisition, we are talking about different other things also. So in this, we are going to talk about the leadership skills and change management. As you know that wherever the leaders are there, and if there are people who are having some skills which can be developed in such a manner so that they can become the leaders, or they can become the leaders, means that they can become the managers for the organization and run the organization in a very smooth and good manner. And the change management is very very important, and it is required in the organization as per the development of the innovative things, development of the new technologies, development of the new creative ideas from different competitors. So it is very very important for the organization to see that how they are going to develop the leadership skill within their employees. And this can be developed with the help of the different type of trainings also, and this can also help with the help of the uh, you know different learning sessions, as well as it can be developed in different levels, from higher level to the middle level and to the lower level also. That means the supervisor level as the lower level also, so that there are people who can have a lot of skills, and we have to just identify those skills, and we have to see that how we are going to help these people to develop the leadership skills which who can change the total environment of the organization with the help of the new innovative ideas and creativeness, as well as to look after the new technological changes. As I have already mentioned just now, that the competition is becoming more and more fierce, and to counter those competition, we have to see that how we can do the thing. So in this particular topic, I am just going to talk to you about the creativity and the innovation. So when we talk about the creativity and innovation, it is usually said that the companies that have done the best over the long haul and are those who are the most creative and innovative. That means they are saying the companies who are more creative and innovative, they are doing much more better in the uh, present scenario or the environment, you can say. Let's take example of Hindustan Unilever. Let's take example of Pepsi. Let's take example of Coca Cola. Let's take example of Samsung, LG. These are the companies who are doing very well. Why they are doing very well? Because they are having very creative ideas, and they are having innovative techniques which they are implementing in their day-to-day activities, which can help the company to grow in very competitive environment. So they are saying that these organizations don't copy what others do. Instead, they may use innovative ideas from others as a springboard to come up with a unique application, product, or service for themselves. That means they are saying that these organizations are not copying anyone, but what they are doing, they are just taking the ideas from those organizations. That means the competitors. And on the basis of that, they are taking the innovative ideas, and they are using that as a springboard. You know what is a springboard? You have to jump and you have to go somewhere else. So they are just taking the ideas, innovative ideas from different other competitors, and they are implementing those ideas with new unique applications related with the products or services for themselves. That means that it is usually said that when the companies are coming up with the new creative innovative ideas, it is very very efficient and effective for the organization to grow. If we talk about the Hindustan Unilever, I will give you one example. As you know that we are talking about the surf or any other product which are coming in the market, and it is long time that surf is selling very effectively in the market. What they have done, initially they have just come up with the white color surf, and then after some time they find out that it is very difficult to survive in the market because there are a lot of competitors. So what they have done, they have just included some chemical colored particles into their white powder, which this idea that if we are coming up with a colorful granules in this powder, maybe the people will like it, and of course the people like it. Then what they did, they are selling their product in pouches. That means 1 kg pouch or 500 pouch or 2 kg pouches. But after that they find out that they are not able to cater large sum of people. So what they did, they reduce the pouches and they just come up with the 2 rupees pouches also, or 10 rupees pouches, so that everybody can afford that thing and they can work on that. And apart from these pouches, what they have done, they have just come up with a new innovative idea. They have manufactured one small bucket. In the bucket, they have put up the uh, surf. And then they said, okay, take this bucket, use the surf, and after using the surf, the bucket can be used in different other manner. That means it is a new innovative ideas. So here also they are saying that these companies who are having a creative and innovative ideas and they are taking ideas from different other companies, they are doing much more better in the organizations. They tend to distance themselves from the competition rather than compete with them. This is very, very important that they what they are doing with their creative and innovative ideas. These companies, what they are doing, they are competing with this. They are just not competing with themselves, but they are distancing themselves from the competition rather than competing with other competitors. Why? Because they have come up with the new innovative ideas and they are far better than the any other people. And if they see another company copying what they do, they create something new and better. In other words, they are able to leverage their creativity and their innovative capabilities to or Pepsi, what they have done in the market. They find out that they are the market leaders, but competition is very, very tough. So in that situation, what they have decided that okay, we can come up with the new creative idea and innovative idea. They have come up with the small bottles, which cost 8 rupees to the people, and it is a small bottle. And they find out that when they have taken the analysis, they find out that people are only concerned about the small bottle, not the big bottle, because sometimes it happens people are not interested to finish the whole bottle. So they come up with the small bottle. After some time, they find out that these bottles are also not worthwhile. So let's do one thing, we can come up with the cans. They have innovative new cans and they find out that it is a hit in the market because other competitors they are not able to produce the cans, and they have produced the cans in different varieties and different shapes which can be easily handled by the people. So that means they are able to leverage their creativity and their innovative capabilities to attain the long term success. So this is very, very important for any organization to see that what creativeness and the innovation they are adopting and how they are making themselves different from other people. So here the question comes, would you like to be one of those organizations? The question answer says yes, can be. In fact, all companies can be more creative and innovative no matter what their expertise, products, or services are. When you apply creativeness and innovation to everything aspect of your business, you are able to stay ahead of a changing marketplace and the competition. That means the marketplace is changing, it is a volatile market, it is very, very important to find out the pulse of the consumers. So if you are able to find out the pulse of the consumer and if you can identify the gap within the market which consumer required, so it will be your ideas of creativeness and innovation, how you are going to put up those things in front of the people. Because in this situation, if you are coming with new ideas and new innovative things, you can become ahead of a changing marketplace and the competition. As I have told you that the marketplace is changing on daily basis. There are new products who are coming in the market, there are products who are just leaving the market. But when you are coming with the new creative ideas, you are one of the best person in the market, and you can create an image into the market and you become a leader. I'll give you another example. Suppose you are able to find out the gap within the market regarding the consumers concern. So in that situation, if you are able to find out the gap, and if you are coming up with a new product which can be catered to these consumers and they accept the product, that means you are the market leaders. I'll give you another example. Let's take example of Parle biscuits. What will happen in that? Initially, they are coming up with a big pack. It was costing 20 rupees, 25 rupees. So they have started manufacturing those packs. But after some time, they find out that they are only catering the urban area. What about the rural area? So the creativeness and ideas come, and they thought that okay, let's do one thing. Let's come up with the small packets which contains only four biscuits, and the cost of those biscuits are only 1 rupee or 2 rupees. So it will be easier to sell those biscuits to the and you will see that each and every person are able to purchase 20 rupees biscuits. So they come up with this idea that okay, let's go for the four pieces of biscuits in one packet costing only 2 rupees or 1 rupee, and it can be easily taken or purchased by the people. So they entered into the rural market and they hit the rural market like anything. How? Because they have find out the gap, and they have created innovative techniques on the basis of which they enter into the market. I'll give you another example. Let's take example of some cosmetic products. There is a company who is manufacturing telecom powder, but after putting up that telecom powder in the market, they identified that after some time people are switching over to other things. So they said, okay, let's do one thing. We can diversify, not diversify, but yes, we can, you know, introduce some new products in the same cosmetic industry. They come up with the lipsticks, they come up with the vanishing cream, they come up with the, hair oil, they come up with a lot of other things. Let's take example of any one of the products like Pond's, then um, Patanjali, we can take that also. So they have come up with a large variety of things. That means that you are providing lot of areas to be taken by the customers in such a manner that if customer wants XYZ product, it is available there and you can always take care of that particular thing. Then what is creativity? As I was talking to you about the creativity and innovation, that if there is a creativity and innovation in any organization, they can make themselves apart from the competitors. So here I am going to talk to you about creativity. What is creativity? Creativity is a function of knowledge, understanding, and evaluation. That means that if somebody asks you what is creativity, so creativity is nothing but it is a function of knowledge, that what knowledge you are having, how much curious you are having regarding any new products are concerned, and what is imagination and the evaluation. The greater your knowledge base and level of curiosity, the more ideas, patterns, and combinations you can achieve, which then correlates to create new and innovative product. You must have seen there was advertisement regarding uh, some chips, which they find out that okay, if we are bringing these chips in different shapes, maybe the people will like it. There is one example like telemere kurkure. What is that? That is nothing but it is a innovative ideas and thinking which are going to hit the consumer. How they are going to hit the consumer? Before putting up the product in the market, they should be well aware about one thing, which is known as the gap in the market and the requirement of the customers, because it is important for any organization to bring any product in the market. Before that, they have to find out that what are the need of the consumers and what exactly consumer require. So in that situation, they have to find out that what are the basic ideas, what are the needs of the consumer, and which type of thing they require. On the basis of that, you have to analyze your each and everything, and when you analyze the thing in effective manner, then you can come up to the conclusion that okay, we have to manufacture this type of product which can help the consumer to satisfy their need and want. And this thing that whatever the knowledge you are having, if your knowledge is very good and your level of curiosity is also very good, because there are some people who are very curious about the things, that why this thing is like this, why it is not like this, why this thing is in the liquid form, why not in the solid form. There are a lot of things which people think about it. So whatever the level of your curiosity, on the basis of that you can come up with more ideas, more patterns, and the combinations. I'll give you a very good example. In the advertising companies, there are people who are very creative. Maybe these people are sitting in the office and doing nothing throughout the day, maybe for 30 days or 40 days. They are coming in the office, they are just sitting there and doing nothing. But all of a sudden, some ideas click into them and they work on that particular idea and it becomes the hit in the market. I'll give you a very good example. You know that there are a lot of deodorants, but fog has created such an entry into the market which you know make them a hit from others. And then why fog become one of the best product in the market? Because of their pay line, or you can say punchline, which says it is full of deo, there is no gas into it. So this line hit the consumer very well, and they have taken such a big leap in the market, and they have just taken maybe 33% of the market with only this tagline. And the people who are already existing in the market and doing, it is a idea, it is a level of curiosity that how you are going to click the thing. So it will usually happens in the advertising world, but in the organizations also who are manufacturing different products, if they are doing the proper analysis, if they are identifying the gap within the market, and then they are analyzing the thing with the help of the questionnaires and other thing with the consumers, they can come up with new ideas, they can come up with new patterns and the level of curiosity, and they can combine everything and they can achieve the required goals, and they can come up with the new products and services. But merely having the knowledge does not guarantee the formation of the new pattern. Yes, this is also very important to understand, that if you are having only knowledge, you cannot formulate a pattern on the basis of which you can bring the product in the market. Because if you are having knowledge, maybe you can just find out that okay, I can do this work, I have no particular thing. But you have to understand this thing until and unless you have some ideas, until unless you have some curiosity, or unless you have some, imagination and evaluation position to bring the product in the market. So it is evaluation. Then The bits and pieces must be shaken up and iterated in new ways. That means they are saying that whatever the knowledge you have, whatever the innovative ideas, imagination you have, whatever the evaluation you are having for a particular thing, you have to bring work for the new ways to develop the product in the market, which can be put up in the market after the manufacturing. Then the embryonic ideas must be evaluated and developed into usable idea. They are saying when you are just putting up small things together, in that time, the whatever your embryonic idea means the initial ideas. These ideas are going to be evaluated, and after the evaluation, these ideas are developed into usable ideas. In other words, there really is a process. That means that whatever the small ideas people are having in the organization, like creativity, innovation, knowledge, then evaluation, what people are doing, they are just bringing all those ideas together and they are just putting those ideas in the usable ideas. That means that they combine all the ideas together and then they come to the conclusion that okay, this is the usual idea and we can now go to process this idea effectively. Process means manufacture the product. To help the master that process, the person first must understand three important level of creativity, which are discovery, invention, and creation. I have just explained to you that what are the functions of creativeness. That is innovation, evaluation, knowledge, and skills. But here I'm going to talk to you about the level of creativity, which are divided into three parts. Number one is discovery, invention, and creation. That means that the people who are behind the product to be launched in the market, which is useful for the consumers, they competitors too, who are the competitors and what they are exactly doing regarding a particular product is concerned. Then they have to discover the new ideas about it. Then they have to invent new techniques in that ideas, as I have given the idea of surf, that how they have come up with new ideas and they said that okay, these are the things which we have to put into the operation and it is going to hit in the market. And when you are discovering the thing, when you are inventing the new things and creating the new things, you will find out that the things become much more effective for. Let's take one by one. Let's talk about the discovery. What exactly the discovery means? The lower level of creativity is discovery. That means that the lowest level in the creativity section is known as discovery. Just as the name implies, it's when you become aware of or stumble upon something, discover it. That means it says that when you become aware of anything and stumble upon something, that means if you are moving somewhere and then you encounter somebody and immediately you discover something. For example, there is a art called discovered art. It might be a rock with a unique shape or a piece of wood with an interesting pattern. If you have ever purchased a piece of natural stone or wood art, that art was discovered art. Many inventions start with a discovery. They are saying, example they have given that there is a art called discovered art. Maybe it is a rock and maybe the rock is of very unique shape, or there is a piece of wood with an interesting pattern. It happens you purchased a natural stone or wood art with different pattern, interesting patterns. These are known as discovered art. And please remember this thing that inventions usually starts with the discoveries. This is very important. Then what are inventions? A higher level of creativity. As I have said, the discovery means a lower level of creativity, but here the invention means higher level of creativity in is invention. For example, here they are saying that Alexander Graham Bell invented the telephone. But you have to ask yourself, would the telephone have been invented without Bell? The answer is yes. Eventually, the telephone would have been invented because the science was there. It might have taken longer, but it would have happened. So, while invention is higher than discovery, it's something that is going to happen. If you don't invent it, something someone else will. They have given one example of Alexander Graham Bell, who invented telephone. So there is a question which comes into the mind of the people. If Alexander Bell is not there, do you think that the telephone will come up? Yes, it can come up there because there is a science behind that. But somebody has invented this thing, somebody has discovered this thing, and then find out that okay, if we are using this thing, we can do wonders in the market. So they are saying that invention is higher than the discovery. And if something is going to happen, and if you are not going to invent, maybe some other people will invent that thing. Let's take example of startups. What exactly this is starters are? Starters are nothing but they are the new discovery and inventions which are available in the market, or there is a gap in the market. Of Zomato, let's take example of Swiggy, let's take example of any other Denso. What they have identified that people require food delivery at their doorstep at convenient time and within a stipulated time period. So when they discover this thing, then they come up with the new inventive idea that okay, we will do one thing, we will just contact all the food points and then we will say that don't do anything. We will take you take the orders, inform us, and we will deliver the things to you. So this is a new inventive things they have done. So these starters are those things you must have heard about it, that there are a lot of startup who are working in energy field, who are working in education field, who are working in food industries. What these people are doing, they are doing nothing but they are invented the things in different manner. I'll give you another example here. There is a boy who has passed his graduation and post graduation. After that, he thought, what should I do? So he said, okay, let's do one thing. There are a lot of people or lot of young crowd who require a very nice hygienic coffee in the market. Because in the market, if you go for the coffee, either you will get it for 50 rupees or 30 rupees, or maybe you'll get for 150 rupees. But it depends how you're going to sell that particular product. So they have invented the things and they have discovered that okay, we will do one thing, we will just put up our van. He created a van there with total hygienic conditions, and he put up the van in a very central place. And gradually people used to come to that place. They are very happy to pay 150 rupees for a coffee, which is very hygienic. So there are a lot of people, they have identified the new areas where they can work on it, and according to that, they will do the thing. So they are saying invention is nothing, but it is only here. The example is given, the stage play Othello is genuinely a creation. Elizabeth drama would have gone on without Shakespeare, but no one else would have written Othello. Similarly, there are things that only your organization can create. The key is tapping in to what those things are. As I was talking to you, that you have to identify that what are the gaps which are there in the market. Because if you are able to identify the gaps, you are going to success in the market very effectively. If we talk about some education system, as you know that most of the startups, they have come up with the new education line. Because of the COVID, they have find out that people are not leaving their houses. So in that situation, what they have done, they have just go online regarding the educations are concerned, and there are different methods which they are using it. So that means that it is a new thing which they have tapped, and they have identified the gap, and then they have put up everything in that gap, and it is doing successfully. Here the example what they have given, there is a play which is known as Othello. It is a genuine creation of the play. Elizabeth drama is there. It is written by Shakespeare, but without Shakespeare also this drama will continue. Othello will continue. Why? Because it is a genuine creation of the thing. Same here also they are saying that if your organization is able or are able to create a new ideas, new innovative things, they can success in the market like anything. Then there are some other examples of how this could play out in your company. While at a conference you might discover a tool, you purchase the tool for your staff, and that discover help everyone work better. After some time, that discovery may also spur on an innovative way how to apply the discovery. That means they are saying, suppose there is a conference. In conference, you will find out that there are new technological tools are given. You can purchase those tools for your organization. You find out that when you are applying those tools, your organization is doing very well. And after some time, you discover that some innovative ideas how to apply those discoveries into those tools. So there are new innovative things which you can just imply on those things, and according to that you have to work on that. Then you may then use that innovative ideas as an inspiration that yields something never seen before, sometimes created by your company, that helps you and your customers. That's how the three level of creativity can work together. That means that it is saying sometimes it happens that whatever the new ideas you have brought, and they will inspire you like anything which is created by your company to help the customers. And that is how the three level of creativity can work. You must be aware that I have talked about the three level of creativity, that these are the three levels of creativity, and these level of creativity can only work if you yield something which is absolutely unique in the market. I'll give you another example regarding the uniqueness is concerned. Let's talk about some chocolates. You know that Cadbury is coming up with the chocolates, different type of chocolate. They identified that whatever the chocolate they are selling in the market, maybe it is selling very good, but there are other competitors also. They find out that okay, let's do one thing. They come up with the new innovative ideas that okay, let's do one thing. Silk chocolate, that it is very smooth, and they have put up the name Silk. They bring the chocolate in the market, and everybody knows that how well these chocolates are selling in the market. After that, they come up with the new idea, bubble chocolate. Then they advertise in such a manner that if you are consuming those chocolate, you may find out bubbles in your mouth. So these are new techniques and ideas how you are playing with the advertising tools, and how you are creative and innovative to put up the things in front of the consumers who can gather the things very effectively with your innovative ideas. Then we have to realize that creativity and innovation are different. As I have already told you this thing that innovation is different, creativity is different. So creativity refers to generating new and novel ideas. Innovation refers to the application of an idea, and in many cases, it is a collaborative enterprises. So in other words, innovation is applied creativity. So if we divide creativity and innovation, creativity is nothing but it is generating new ideas and novel ideas, you can see. Where innovation refers to the application of an idea. In other words, you can say innovation is applied creativity. That means your creativity, your ideas are applied in the innovative techniques, which organizations are acquiring it, and then they are putting in the form of the manufacturing of that particular, which can be easily demonstrated or put up in front of the consumers, and consumer will realize that okay, we are going to take up this product effectively. Another hat on, I might say creativity is a bioelectrical thunderstorm that precipitates an inescapable notion. Or maybe they are saying that the other word we can just explain creativity, it is a bioelectrical thunderstorm. That means whatever the ideas comes into the mind of the people who are working in the organization for new product generation, it is a some sort of electrical thunderstorm, and it can create a inseparable or inescapable notion. That means that those ideas are not escapable, and those ideas can be taken by the organization, keeping in view that okay, they can do much more better for the new products to be generated. Then there are 10 strategies for increasing creation, creativity, and innovation. As I have discussed to you about the innovation, I've discussed about the creativity, level of creativity, how they are going to affect the new product ideas, and how these ideas are going to affect the product which we are planning to launch in the market. But there are different strategies, so here we are going to talk about the 10 strategies for innovative and creative increasement. We have to understand the various level of creativity, and we can implement some strategies that will boost your company's ability to create and innovate. They are saying that when we are talking about the different level of creativity, we have to create or boost some strategies which can help the ability and innovation in your organization. So truly the creative people have developed their ability to observe and to use all their senses, which can get dull over time, take time to sharpen the blade and take everything in. That means, as I have given you one example regarding the people who are working in the advertising companies, or here if we talk about the different strategies in the organization, these are the people who are using their all senses, and they are very observant about the things. And it takes time to sharpen the blades. That means they have to sharpen their memory and then take everything into that so that they can come up with the new ideas. Then innovation is based on knowledge, as I have told you. Therefore you have to need to continue expand your knowledge, read things you don't normally read. So they are saying when we are talking about the innovative ideas, we have to sharpen our knowledge on daily basis, and on the basis of that we have to see that how the things become much more effective for each and every strategies which we are planning to make for the organization. Then whatever your perception is, be careful about how you are perceiving the things. In other words, defer the judgment. That means they are saying that whatever your perceptions are, whatever your thought process are, it may limit your reasoning. So it is very, very important for you to understand this thing when whatever the things you are perceiving or gathering, or other word we can say we are deferring the judgment. So it has to be very, very careful that whatever our perceptions are, it should be not limiting your reasoning. Then practical guided imaginary. So that means that you have to make the strategy or think in those terms that whatever the imaginary things are coming into your mind, You have to see them as a concept which comes into the life. Then, next point, they are saying that whatever your ideas are, incubate by taking a break from them. That means they are saying that whatever your ideas, whatever ideas coming into your mind, you have to incubate that. What is incubation? Incubation means that you are coming up the ideas and you are just blossoming those ideas in different innovative practices. Example is that when I am working on a big business project, one of the best thing I can do to take a break from it is plant my guitar or the flute for a few minutes or take a ride on my motorcycle. It shifts my brain into another place and help me be more innovative and creative. Yes, this usually happens when you are working on a particular project. Maybe sometime what happens after some time you become stagnated and your mind becomes stagnated. In that situation, you can take a break. Maybe you, if you're liking some music, you can listen to the music also. If you want to drive, you can go and drive, and then you come back, so that it will help you for more innovative and creative ideas generating in your mind. I'll give you one example. There are some countries, what happened when they are doing the central examination checking. It is open for everybody. It starts at 9 o'clock and it closes at 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, whatever time you feel like. But it is clear to each and every person who are checking the copies that whatever amount of copies you are checking, the moment you feel little bit tired, you can just leave the copies there and then maybe you can roam around anywhere. Maybe within the premises or maybe outside the premises also. Go purchase something, come back and then sit down and then do the work. In the evening also, because the usual time was 9 to 5, but people used to work for maybe another 2 3 more hours, but in between they usually take breaks. So this is generating new ideas, new creativeness. The same thing happens here also. Then experience as much as you can. Exposure puts more ideas into your subconscious. Actively seek out new experience to broaden your experience portfolio. That means that if you are experiencing moving around throughout the country, you are in a position to find out new ideas which comes into your subconscious mind. Suppose you are traveling from Rajasthan to Bihar to Jammu Kashmir to maybe Maharashtra. So you must be experiencing a lot of things there. So it is coming into your subconscious mind and which can increase your experience portfolio, which maybe at some time you can put up in your ideas also. So you have to treat the patterns as part of the problem. Recognizing a new pattern is very useful, but be careful not to become a part of it. That means if there is a pattern of certain things, that okay, first this will come, then second this will come, third this will come, fourth this will come. In that situation, you have to identify this thing that what is the pattern, but you should not become a part of the problem, because with the help of a partner pattern, it is a part of the problem. So you have to be very very careful when you're observing the pattern of certain things. Then redefine the problem completely. One of the life I have been sharing for the past few decades is your problem is not your problem. Your problem is something else. After all, if you had correctly defined the real problem, you would have solved it and long ago before, because all problems have solution. So here they are saying that it is very, very important to redefine the problem completely, because it is usually said that whatever your problem is, it is not your problem. There is another problem also. And when you define the real problem, you can solve it and move it. This is the same thing which happens in most of the organizations. Then we have to see that where other aren't looking to see what other aren't seeing. That means that this quote is very very important when we are talking about the strategies are concerned, that where other people are not looking, you are looking at that areas. And when other things, other people are not seeing, you are seeing those things. These are nothing but these are the strategies or the creativeness of the person. Then come up with the ideas at the beginning of the innovation process and then stop. Many times we come up with several ideas and start innovating, and then we come with more ideas and never get a single idea done. Yes, this is usually happen. They are saying that if you are coming up with new ideas, you have to innovate the process, but you have to stop after that, because sometimes it happens that we have come up with new ideas and start innovating the things, and then we come up with more ideas and then we never approve single idea. So in that situation you have to come up with the new ideas, you start the innovative processes but stop there, and then you wait for some new ideas to come into it so that it will be easier for you to incorporate those ideas into innovative process. At some point of time you have to turn off the idea generation part of the. So happen that whatever the ideas you are generating, you have to process that idea, and then you have to just really work on those projects into life. So this is also very very important. It's a bit taken care by the thing. Then the most important part is create your own success. How you will do that? The more creative and innovative you and your team members are, the more long term success you will achieve. This is very very important thing. The more you create, you are creative, the more innovative you are, definitely your team will also become more innovative and creative, and it is a long term success. Rather than constantly chasing the next big idea in your industry, bring creativity and innovation to what you are currently doing. When you do, you will be regarded as an industry innovator, the one your competitors are trying to copy. So please remember this thing, that it total depends upon you, that how you are creating your own new ideas and innovations, and how you can become the successful person. So I'm quite sure that whatever I have discussed to you in this particular topic, it will be easier for each and every person to understand that how you can innovate the things, how you can implement the knowledge, how you can create the innovative things which can helpful in your day-to-day development, as well as development of your organization also. So on the basis of that, I have just identified few MCQs also. So I just want to read out one or two questions here. So first question says, what are the two type of change management? Number one is real change and superficial change, incremental change and circular change, radical change and transformational change, incremental change and transformational change. So you have to just think over it, and on the basis of that, you can give the answer for that. Then question says, a change agent is the individual who support the change, oppose the change, initiate the change, and helps implement the change. So these are the things you have to think over it, and on the basis of that, you have to give the answer for that. Then question says that there are five stages of the copying cycle are denial, defense, discarding, adaptation, international, internalization. Define denial, discarding, adaptation, internalization, denial, resistant, discarding, adaptation, internalization, denial, defense, resistant, adaptation, and internalization. So you have to just think over it, that what are the meaning of defense, what are the meaning of denial, what is the meaning of discarding, what is the meaning of adaptation, and what are the meaning of internalization. On the basis of that, you have to give the answer for that. I'm quite sure that you are in a position to give the answer for this. Then last question, I am just going to describe that transformational change is often carried out. Number A, by middle managers, top down, bottom up, and after extensive contribution. So we have to just think over it, and on the basis of the thinking, we can come up with the answers for these questions. I'm quite sure that you are in a position to discuss this thing in detail regarding the leadership and creativeness is concerned to anybody when we are talking about the development of the organization as well as self also. So this is all from my side. Thank you very much.